Have you ever sat beside someone who was nearing the end and felt the silence hanging so heavy that even breathing felt like a mistake? You want to help. You want to say the right thing. But sometimes, even the kindest words can land like stones. In this video, we're diving deep into 7 powerful things you must never say to someone who is dying, and more importantly, what you should say instead. These lessons aren't guesswork. They come from the front lines of hospice care, shared by the compassionate nurses who have walked people through their final hours, held their hands through the silence, and listened to their last words. If you've ever been scared of saying the wrong thing, or wanted to offer true comfort in life's most tender moments, this is the video you need to see. Stay with me until the end, because what you learn here may stay with you for life. Number 1. I know what you're going through. Why that sentence can deeply hurt someone nearing the end. We say it to connect, to show empathy. But this sentence, I know what you're going through, can feel like a slap in the soul when someone is dying. Because the truth is, we don't. No matter how much we love them, or how closely we've walked beside them, their experience, the fears they carry, the memories flashing in their mind, the meaning they're trying to find in their final days, is utterly unique. Charles, 82, once told a hospice nurse, "People say they understand, but no one's asked me what I'm afraid of. They just want me to be okay with dying." When you say, "I know what you're going through," it can sound like you're rushing past their truth to insert your own. It can feel like you're closing the door instead of opening your arms. Instead, try, "I can't begin to imagine what this feels like, but I'm here for you, and I want to listen." That's what Charles needed. Not advice, not understanding, just someone to sit beside him and see him. Number 2. Stay positive. Keep fighting. How hope can feel like pressure when you're tired of fighting. We live in a world that worships fighters, and when someone we love is dying, we want to cheer them on. We say, "Stay positive, keep fighting, you can beat this." But what if they're done fighting? Hospice nurses say this phrase often makes patients feel guilty, as if letting go means they've failed. It adds a weight where peace is supposed to go. Helen, 79, had fought cancer for years. When she finally entered hospice, she said the hardest part wasn't the pain. It was pretending to be hopeful around visitors. "I wanted to rest," she said, "but they needed me to be strong, so I smiled and it hurt." Instead of urging strength, offer softness. You don't have to be anything right now. Just know I'm with you, exactly as you are. That's the kind of strength that doesn't demand, it simply shows up. Number 3. This is all part of a bigger plan. Why spiritual cliches can silence someone's most honest feelings. When someone is dying, we search for meaning. We want to believe there's a reason, a divine plan that can explain the pain. So we say things like, "This is all part of a bigger picture." But that sentence can feel cruel when someone is in deep emotional or physical pain. Ruth, 84, had strong faith, but when a friend told her it's all part of God's plan, she fell silent. Later, she confided to her nurse, "If this is the plan, I don't want to talk about it. I want someone to just hold my hand." When people are dying, they don't always want explanations. They want connection. So instead of offering cosmic answers, say, "However you're feeling, whether it makes sense or not, I'm right here with you." Sometimes, just holding space for mystery is more powerful than any answer we could offer. Number 4. Don't cry. Be strong for everyone. Why suppressing emotion can make death feel even more lonely. Tears are not weakness, but telling someone, "Don't cry," or "Be strong," is one of the most isolating things you can say in a moment meant for honesty and openness. Hospice nurses say this shuts people down right when they most need to be free. Walter, 80, had never cried in front of his children, but in his final days, he broke down in tears while holding his daughter's hand. When she just sat with him in silence, he said later, "That was the most healing thing I ever felt. I didn't need her to say anything, just let me feel what I felt." If someone cries near the end of life, let them. Encourage it. Say, "You don't have to hold it in, you're allowed to feel everything. I'm not going anywhere." That's not just kindness, that's liberation. Number 5. You're going to get better, I just know it. How false hope can feel like emotional abandonment. We want to believe in miracles. We want to cling to hope. But saying, "You're going to get better," to someone who knows they're dying can feel like gaslighting. It can make them feel unseen, unheard, like they have to pretend for us. Eileen, 83, said it plainly. "I made peace with dying, but I couldn't talk about it with anyone, because they needed me to pretend I was getting better." What helped her were the people who simply sat beside her and said, "Whatever happens, I'll be here with you." That's the kind of hope that doesn't deny death. It dignifies it. Number 6. Everything happens for a reason. When words meant to comfort feel empty and cold, this phrase might bring comfort in everyday moments, but at the edge of life it can feel more like an excuse than empathy. Hospice nurses say it's often received as dismissive, as if someone's pain has to fit into a neat little box before we can sit with it. Henry, 85, once said, "I didn't need a reason. I needed someone to be okay with not having one." So instead of saying, "There's a reason," say, "You don't have to make sense of this. You don't have to explain anything to me. Just tell me what's on your heart." Let them be real. Let them not know. Be okay with that. Number 7. You should feel grateful, ready, peaceful. Why telling someone how to feel can rob them of their dignity. When we tell someone how they should feel, even gently, we rob them of their most basic right, emotional truth. Samuel, 84, once said his deepest comfort came from his sister saying, "You can be scared, angry, peaceful, whatever you need to be. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here." No pressure, no shoulds, just acceptance. If you want to give someone who's dying the most powerful gift, give them this. Whatever you're feeling, you don't have to explain it. You don't have to justify it. I'm walking with you, exactly where you are. That's what love looks like in its most unconditional form. In the final days of life, words carry incredible weight. They can build bridges or walls. They can soothe or sting. So when you're sitting beside someone you love in those moments, don't worry about saying the perfect thing. Just be present. Just be real. And above all, be kind. Tell me in the comments, which of these insights hit home for you? Which one will you carry in your heart the next time you're with someone who needs you? We read every comment, and your stories matter to us. And if you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us continue creating heartfelt content to guide you through life's most meaningful moments. Until next time, take care of yourself and take care of each other.